Ladies and gentlemen, it's mid-June and already Brian Burke and the Toronto Maple Leafs team have brought some excitement to the fans. First of all, the Toronto Maple Leafs have named Dion Phaneuf the 18th team captain in Leaf history. And the reason why they did this is because Dion Phaneuf has brought a huge level of energy to the Leafs locker room that just wasn't there before he came. I mean, when we were losing, the energy level was down, and nobody could actually boost up the energy level and the confidence level of the Toronto Maple Leafs. And when Dion Phaneuf came in, he did exactly that. And what also helped was that in this trade with Calgary, the Toronto Maple Leafs penalty kill went up big time, even though it was still like dead last in the league. But it was around 70 or 80%, and for that to be dead last, it's like almost everybody is either good at killing penalties, or I don't know what's going on there. But Dion Phaneuf is also someone who would say whether or not somebody is pulling their weight around the team, locker room, on the ice. And if the Leafs are being pushed around, he would go to Brian Burke and he would tell him that the Leafs need a tougher forward up front. I should also apologize for my voice because I've been recovering from a cough and cold. But also, Dion Phaneuf not only is the 18th Leafs team captain in history, but he is also the next Toronto Maple Leafs defenseman to be named team captain since Jimmy Thompson, who was named team captain for a year in the 1956-1957 season. Dion Phaneuf is also the third youngest Leafs team captain, the second Leafs player to be named team captain who came over from Calgary by trade, which the first one was Doug Gilmour, and he is the first Toronto Maple Leaf team captain born in Alberta. And he's also the first Toronto Maple Leaf team captain who was Canadian born, who was team captain in the 21st century, which Don Cherry might actually like, by the way. Now, as for the jerseys, what they basically are is jerseys that were made from bits of the jerseys made in the 1963-64 season and the jerseys used in the mid-90s to the late 90s. I mean, they got the two bottom stripes at the bottom of the jersey. They have the shoulder patches they used in the 90s. They also have the collars, the white collars on their home jerseys, and laces that they also used in the 63-64 season. Also, the letters and the numbers on the back of the jersey are exactly the same as the Toronto Maple Leafs used in the late 90s and mid 90s, which also happens to be the same letters and numbers that they use on the back of the Vancouver Canuck jerseys. Which, speaking of the Vancouver Canucks, that team and the Montreal Canadiens are now the only two teams in Canada in the NHL without team captains. But that's okay. Roberto Luongo's captaincy status was pulled, and the Habs are yet to name their next team captain, although some say Mike Camilleri, although I think Phil Kessel would make a better captain than he will. But, well, that's the first bit of excitement for the Toronto Maple Leafs this summer. I guess all we can do is wait for the first round draft and wait to see what players the Toronto Maple Leafs trade for or trade away, and which free agents the Toronto Maple Leafs will sign in the off season. Once again, I am sorry about my throat. I know it's a bit off, but I have been suffering from a cough and cold, so hopefully it doesn't sound that horrible. But anyhow, Dion Phaneuf, I think, is the perfect man to help jumpstart the Toronto Maple Leafs 2010-2011 playoff march. But anyhow, for now, go Leafs go!